Good evening. It is time to face the music. Basically, what is this brother of mine gonna put me through tonight on tonight's episode? What am I gonna have to witness? Let's get into this. First up, here we go. So they got the 4 newbies and they've got to decide who else gets the evil eye. Here we go. What's this from Richard?
I was talking about it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I might have a possible solution. See what you think of this. What if they come before each one individually and we say to them, if you wanted to save someone, who would it be and why?
I like your style, Rich. This is what he flipping does.
With great power comes great responsibility, and I feel we're using that to the best of our ability. I'd rather it be me than anyone else, to be honest.
Bars! Where's Charlie Sloth? Phone him up. Has anyone seen him? I don't know, but that is my brother spitting absolute bars yet again, night after night. Right, okay, so Richard has just gone into the kitchen and has told the housemates in there that they've got a decision to make. Richard's proposed the idea that everyone goes to see them in the snug, they all discuss ideas, and then they come to one democratic decision. Tasia seems confused as to how you would make that decision, which in turn shows how hard the decision is to make for the 4 newbies, because they don't know anyone. Everyone's new there, and obviously they're going to have to make themselves the villains. So it's a sticky situation, but we'll see how it pans out. Tell you what, bless Caroline. She just sat in the diary room saying how she regretted spending time alone and that she's loving spending time with a load of youngsters and it makes her feel young again. I just wanted to give her a hug at that point. I just think Caroline is a good egg and I think she's a lovely woman. Right, so after all those interviews, they've come down to 2 names. We've got 2 votes for Elsa and 2 votes for Gani. This is democracy, people. We're going, you have to book a buff. I tell you what, Jenny's funny. I like Jenny a lot. And you have to book a buff.
5:03 p.m. Richard, Cameron B, Thea Scholler and George have been called to the dining room.
Right. Why are they all wearing blue? Why are they all wearing blue? Blue? Oh, what a shot that is. Blue.
This is Big Brother.
Here we go. The lighting's changed, the mood's dropped, and all of a sudden, the blue squad have got to make a decision. I tell you what, even Jenny's wearing blue, and Sam's wearing blue, and they're not even in the 4. I think I've missed the memo here. Right, okay. Faye Scholler has been tasked with giving out the evil eye to whoever they have selected.
Hey Scholler, why have you chosen Danny?
She's not speaking.
I can't talk, sorry.
Oh.
Is it okay, babe?
George walking after her.
Come here, good talk.
Sorry.
No.
Just like,
It's
the talk, I was like, I can't actually...
That's good. That's good from George. He's the only one that's actually gone to hug her. Yeah, I'm proud of him for that. It's been dragged up well. Here we go. George's reason.
Some people feel on edge when the whole show and dance stuff goes on in the garden sometimes, and we are sorry, but that's sort of the only thing we could figure out. Keeping you is my advice, but maybe that's not everyone's cup of tea. Apologies.
Right. To be fair, they all sat down, all 4 of them. They came to a decision. It was going to be tough, whoever they picked. And they still don't know everyone that well. And yeah, so I don't have any thoughts on that either way, really. Aha, another interesting twist in the series. it appears they've snuck in what looks to be Mick Hucknall. Must be through the back door. It's really strange. I am buzzing. Can't you see that I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms? No, surely not. You've got to be kidding me. That's not Mick Hucknall from Simply Red. That's my brother. That pesky little... He's done it again. He's flipping done it again, that Mick Hucknall. Here we go. Sam and Mick up. Sam and George. That George fella. George. They're talking about drag shows.
I genuinely think there are real life cases where people are like, sure, they've been born in the wrong body. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel
Yeah.
ideology is purported onto vulnerable minds like children, and before they're 18, when your mind's still developing, I think kids have so much to think about. It's like they end up questioning, oh, am I something I'm not, am I, and I don't know if that's healthy for kids in development.
Yeah.
I've just heard cases where kids get the op done and everything, and that's irreversible.
Well,
And then they change their mind and realise they were just gay.
but a lot of kids can't have the office because it's like illegal.
That's my brother. Yeah, I mean, I think he made some fair points. I think it's a good discussion between him and Sam. I think they're both making some good points. It's healthy debate. Overall, really good chat from George and Sam there. Informative on both sides. Obviously, adults. No one sort of losing their head or anything. Yeah, that was a good watch. So Caroline's chatting to George and she's saying that Richard took her out into the garden and sort of emphasised how much he tried and tried. Caroline's taking it that he must really love Ganny, but obviously Ganny's been put up. I think what Richard might mean is he really tried to change it to make sure Zella wasn't up. I think that's what... I think it's crossed wires. I don't know why I'm crossing my fingers. They're not wires.
Because he was.
Yeah, really upset. But we walked around the garden and it was like going, Caroline, I tried.
He didn't try hard to do anything, so...
Okay, alright. Leave it then.
No, thanks for letting me know. 'Cause
No, because I thought you were the bad boy.
well,
He is a bit of a bad boy.
he looks like little innocent
I know.
He comes across like he wouldn't hurt a fly. But it's always those types of people.
I know, but it's quite fascinating.
Yeah.
I might ask him later.
I just don't think I can be bothered to call out stuff. Are you into that? And the streaming match?
Right, Caroline and George are starting to click. They're having similar sort of interests in certain topics and stuff. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that progresses.
More, but
Yeah. So I
are
don't
you
think
political?
yeah.
Are you a member of the party?
Well, I tell you won't like this. I'm quite good friends with Nigel Farage.
Really?
Oh.
He's a lovely bloke. Does she know that? I just like him.
You know Nigel Farage in real life?
Yeah.
You actually do, like, it's your friend.
Wants to make England good again.
Yeah.
Think that the way he speaks and some of the actions that are followed are a bit divisive.
What about Starmer?
Yeah, I don't like
What
that
about
story.
Starmer? Sorry, I got a panting dog
So, for example,
in the background.
the fact that people-
Hello. Cheeky Caroline. I'm gonna leave it to them. I might just sneak off down there. Okay, so she's effectively thrown the bomb of politics, and now she's walking off. I suppose George will take it from here.
See,
Let's unite under one flag.
but is a
Because
reaction
right now we are so
to...
divided. People coming into the country illegally, we're having to put up. They're getting hotels, they're getting dental appointments like that, doctor's appointments, getting free driving lessons.
Oh,
things like that.
do you actually think that? They were getting free drive? Because I
Yeah.
think it's being, I think it's being exaggerated because it's like, there are people...
We should just let in any Tom,
Well,
Dick
I
and
just
Harry.
think if you were fleeing from something, I think you should be...
Fleeing from what? France?
France.
They're coming from France to here, and they've would have
They're
gone
like-
through
they're coming
Italy
through-
and then Morocco.
But it's not
So
our
countries.
France not. Are they not taking them in? That's what I'm saying. Is that why they're coming to England?
Some are going to France, but we're soft touch, and they know they're going to get
A lot of people
everything
say
they
that.
want here because we're weak.
I
And
think.
at the end of the day, foreigners are being put before the British person.
But a lot of people. I mean, like.
Yeah, but
I
they're not
don't
being villainized. It's just we need
But
to
they
protect
are.
our
But
own
they're saying
first.
illegal aliens. And it's like it's very dehumanizing language. And I just don't. I don't agree with that. And it's like.
Okay, but I don't. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Words will never hurt me.
Yeah. A lot of the language.
Bars.
So what? Should we just continue letting them in?
No, we should be outraged at the politicians and go against them.
Yeah.
Not the one left.
Yeah.
But shut the border as well, and then we. Yeah. Good chat.
Yeah, good chat, but we have to agree to disagree.
Yeah. To be continued.
I tell you what, that's the most adult conversation about politics I've heard in a long while. Two people with different sides of the fence, both having their views and their opinions, but the difference is no one shouted, no one swore, no one fell out with each other, no raised voices, and that's an 18-year-old Tasia and a 23-year-old George, and I think they carried themselves with a lot of dignity and respect because they could have easily fallen out over that, but free speech and all, I think everyone's got an opinion. They're like arseholes, aren't they? Everyone's got one. Doesn't mean you got to get it out. However, that was a very good debate, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that from both of them. Well done. And that brings us to the end of the episode. Now, my thoughts. I'm going to say the tide is turning. George, rightfully or wrongfully, got a lot of hate yesterday. Obviously, people can only judge what they see. You only see an hour of 24 hours, and people have a small sample size. That means anything George says is amplified because that's all people have to go off. However, I do feel that as time goes on, people will get to know him more and he won't be such a knobhead. Obviously, you can't rule everything out. Trust me, he is a bit of a knobhead. However, he does have good sides, and I think we saw more of that tonight. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll be back soon.